Hey guys, it's Melissa here from Agrestic Acres. We wanted to give you a quick update on the ducks, even though it's getting late at night, we're in our PJs. This here, ow, whoa, ma'am! This here is one of our Pekins ducks, and as you can see how big she has gotten. She's only 3 weeks old tomorrow. She is feisty right now. It's okay, girl, it's all right. And you can see how large she has gotten. Her feet are huge. She has gotten huge. She's our biggest duck. The other Pekin's slightly smaller. My word. Put you back in there, girl. Okay, that Pekin duck is back there in the middle because she was a little bit feisty. So you can see they're all kind of settling in. So the Pekin ducks are the two large yellow ones right there in the middle. And then you can see how big the other ducks are in relation. Now, the Pekin ducks, keep in mind, are going to be 9-10 pounds when they're full grown. And some of the smaller ducks are going to be 4, 5, 6 pounds. So they're going to be larger. But what's really interesting to see is even the largest chick, those two right there you can see, the Baird Rock and the Salmon Favreau, who are 5 weeks old, are nothing compared to even the small duck, who is 3 weeks old tomorrow. You can see some over there. Just the size difference is amazing. I heard that ducks grew quicker, but actually seeing it in person is just very fascinating. So, for anyone who is wondering, ducks are stinky. They're dirty. They're messy. Of course, I read all this before I got the ducks, but then actually seeing it in person, having it happen, smelling the smell, even though I just cleaned it, you definitely learn very quickly firsthand how messy they are. I don't think I would choose to raise this many ducks and chicks together. I mean, you can see how much space they've taken up. They take up so much of this. A few weeks ago, it seemed like they had tons of room in here, and now it's just getting crammed quickly. The biggest problem is that they get the water everywhere. I have the water in here like this. So it's inside this bucket, this bowl here, rubber bowl. And I'm having to change it at least twice a day, usually 3 times a day, because they just get so messy, so dirty, and they get their food all down in the bottom of there and it just starts to smell and stink. Same thing with the wood chips. I add new wood chips, but they just get them wet and soiled and gross. So today I had to take the whole thing out. Last week I actually spent about an hour and a half cleaning every inch of this thing, scrubbing it, and in less than 24 hours I could already smell it, from the top of my basement stairs. So they're just really stinky. I'm glad I got a male duck so that in the future I hopefully will not be having to hatch any of my own ducks. Hi!
She flew up there.
I will just let them do their thing outside if they want to have duck babies, but it's definitely a lot of work. And we have a lot going on outside. We are prepping the garden. We are in the process of building a fence out of pallets to keep the chickens contained and the ducks contained. Right now, the chickens that we have outside, all 16 of them, just free range around the yard a lot. So they'll be contained to about half the yard. Hi, this is a Baird Rock. She is 5 weeks old and she is fully feathered. She's ready to go outside. So the only reason that she's not outside yet is because we are working on building that pallet area like I was mentioning. The pallet area is getting built, and then next weekend we are building the duck house. So then next weekend my plan is to transport all the ducks, all the chicks that are in here, into the duck house. And they'll live together and see the other chickens through the fence for a few weeks, and then I'll slowly introduce the chicks into the coop and keep the ducks in their own area. Hi, you're a big girl. So yeah, the reason why we haven't been doing many videos is just because we've been busy just feeding these guys. They've been eating one of those like every day and a half. It's for the last couple days. It's crazy. Feeding them, watering them, cleaning up after them. I have my plants that I have to water a couple times a day. Of course, the chickens outside, who gave us 12 eggs today. We've had 11 or 12 most days, so we just have a lot going on. So we'll try to do videos when we can. Definitely just been busy. We did take everyone here outside today for the first time so we could clean everything out. And it was really interesting because the chicks, who are way more feathered than the ducks, the chicks all huddled together like they were cold, and they actually went kind of back inside the Tupperware bin that I had out there and outside, kind of for a little shelter. It was kind of windy today. It wasn't really the best day, but I really needed to clean it out. The ducks, though, were hilarious. They were running all over the yard. They're way braver than the chicks, and they were just out and about. Even though they were probably a little cold, they loved exploring the yard. Thanks for checking in. We'll be back soon with more videos. And we appreciate you following along and being interested in our homesteading journey.